Today we are going to learn how to make a slab. You are going to need a clay mat, 2 yardsticks that you'll share with a partner, a ball of clay, a template, which will be a long piece of paper, and a rolling pin, as well as a tool in order to cut your clay. Your first step is going to be to smush down your ball of clay so it is a little flatter, so rolling it out will be easier. Next, you are going to begin rolling out your clay. It is important when using the rolling pin to not use the sides of the rolling pin and only use the middle, and use the palm of your hand to push it along. It won't have even pressure on your piece of clay, meaning it will be uneven if you do not use the center of the rolling pin. After you are done rolling out your first roll, you are going to flip over your clay to the other side. You will do this after every full roll over your clay until your clay is fully flat into a slab. Once your clay is the same thickness as your yardsticks, you're going to grab a template and place it in the middle of your clay. Make sure the template does not go off the sides of your clay, otherwise this will not work. You're going to grab a sharp tool from your toolkit and trace the outside of your template. You do not want to push all the way down yet. We are just tracing lightly into the clay so we make sure we have the right shape. Once you are done tracing, you will take your template off and you will use that same tool to carve all the way down in the clay to cut off each of those edges. The pieces you cut off from the edges is going to be all of your clay that you will be sculpting with on top of your slab. This will be your objects or trees or surroundings that you will be making. Your next step will be to lightly pinch and press down the edges of your slab. You want to do this to both sides to make sure that when it is put in the kiln, things are not super sharp and you do not get cut. I am using a very light pinch on all of my sides, as well as just lightly pressing down on each of the sides. We will be making these slabs into an L shape so they stand up on their own. I am using the outline I cut onto the mat as my reference. You can also use the template that we gave you. You want to bend this about halfway in your slab. And it will not stand up at this point. It will fall down. So we are going to dry our slabs on the back wall overnight. I want you to notice that the thickness of the slab is about the size of a pencil. When you get them back, they will be in a leather hard state and you will be able to create and carve on them. Once you are done with your slab, you're going to put your tools back in the container, leave your mat, yardsticks, and rolling pin at your table, and put the ball of clay left over in a plastic bag. Today we are going to be talking about how to attach our pieces to our clay slab. You should start by scoring both of the sides, and we're going to slip both of those sides. Scoring is what I am doing right now. I am using a sharp tool and making sure all of my lines go crisscross along the bottom, and I'm doing that on both the slab and the object I want to connect. This is really important to do on both sides. Then I'm opening up my slip and I'm going to add some on the slab and add some on the bottom of my bear. I connect them down and I'm just going to wiggle it a little bit on there just so those interlocking lines can lock up together. And that is how you connect your objects. So I'm going to go through and connect all of my objects. I have a bear, a flower, and a bed that I made, but I am going to score both sides of each one and slip both sides to connect them to my slab. When you are done, you will raise your hand and I will get your clay project from you for the kiln. For cleanup, you will put your tools in the center along with your slip and your clay mat.